Good morning, I'm Nivareti Manu, and this is your morning news fix for Thursday, 26th of March. In this update, the government's proposed ban on contactless and credit card surcharges may not proceed. Consumer Affairs Minister Scott Simpson says no further decisions have been made on the proposal announced last year. He says the government is working through aspects of the policy, including monitoring whether reduced interchange fees are being passed on to customers. But ACT leader and Deputy Prime Minister David Seymour says the ban won't be going ahead. He says ACT opposes the ban, New Zealand First wasn't going to support it, and National is now listening to the public and pausing the plan. Severe weather's been battering the upper North Island, with a red heavy rain warning in effect for Northland east of Kaikohe from Doubtless Bay to Whangarei. Hundreds of households have been affected by power outages. A recreational fishing advocate says that the government's backtrack on controversial fishing rule changes is too little too late. The government's U-turned on plans to ease minimum size limits for commercial fishing companies. Organisations like Legacy were concerned the policy would significantly affect fish populations. Legacy Chief Executive Sam Woolford says the government should scrap the other rule changes it's proposing and start again. Police are ramping up their trial of roadside drug testing in Wellington, completing nearly 500 tests in the past month. Data released to Newstalk ZB shows since mid-December they've carried out nearly 800 roadside drug screens for cannabis, meth, MDMA and cocaine. 12 people are facing punishments, which include a $400 fine, 75 demerit points and a 12-hour driving ban. A police spokesperson says that there's a heavy focus on training officers from next month, and they're aiming to be testing nationwide by the middle of this year. A minister's hitting out at the Human Rights Commission for doing research to inform its future advocacy against the government's pay equity changes. The Commission says that the changes undermine human rights, and it's been surveying young people for their views. Workplace Relations Minister Brooke Van Velden says that she's surprised the Commission would claim this. She says the Acting Attorney-General concluded the changes were consistent with the Bill of Rights Act. Van Velden says that she wrote to and met with the Equal Employment Opportunities Commissioner last year to relay those points. Christchurch's new stadium is being praised for accommodating disabilities, with a series of audits finding its features are up to standard. The One NZ Stadium has 39 accessible car parks, accessible seating options, the height of the ticket and food stands are appropriate, and there's wheelchair space and lifts. Spinal Trust Chief Executive Hans Wouters says the venue feels accessible from the moment you walk in the doors. In sport, events promoter David Higgins is warning against dual control of franchise teams in New Zealand's cricket's potential privatised T20 league. He says the governing body must leave owners alone. New Zealand have lost their men's T20 series to South Africa 3-2 after a 33-run defeat in the decider at Christchurch. The Phoenix women have stumbled in their bid for a maiden Premier's Plate in football's A-League. A 2-1 loss to the Mariners means the opportunity is now beyond their control. I'm Nivareti Manu, and that's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at midday from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.